struggle every time I talk to those scholars.
Military supplies for the Eremites must be distributed appropriately.
Is there a new request from the Academia?
I would love to go back to our village sometime.
It's such a struggle every time I talk to those scholars.
When I hand this work over to the Eremites,
Sure, I'll play you another tune, but it'll cost you an apple.
Distributed appropriately.
Is there a new request from the
It's such a
Academia?
struggle every time I talk to those scholars.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
That's close enough.
Well met.
Kamisato R. Suiyu.
Hold the line! Brace yourself!
We've only just begun.
Cascade.
You can't run.
Think you can get away?
Be still. Can't catch. Attaboy! That's close enough.
Rest and rebuild!
Let's roll. Be still.
Take my leave. No more tricks up your
A little
sleeve.
gliding.
You won this one.
Attaboy!
Allow me!
Just what will become of...
What am I going to do about this assignment?
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Let's roll!
Rest and rebuild!
Who wants some of this?
Hold the line!
Cascade! Kamisato Aka! Suiyu! Attaboy!
Permanence of the deep! Rest and rebuild!
Be still! Attempt back! Let's roll! It's showtime! Can't catch me! Kamisato art. Suiyu! Bam!
Turret, bring refuge!
Attaboy! Cascade! Bam!
Allow me!
Mind the deluge. Who wants some of this? See you at the rematch.
Didn't keep you. Brace yourself. Time for takeoff.
Let's roll! Be still.
Hold the line. Let's play.
Kamisato up. Suiyu. Attaboy!
Let's play. Rest and rebuild. Think you can get away?
Mind the deluge. Cascade.
Allow me. Covenant of the Deep. Here we go.
It's showtime! Bam! Cascade.
Yahoo!
Let's roll!
Another test.
Time for takeoff. Here we go.
Be still. Attaboy!
Rest and rebuild!
I messed up. Should replace my hammer.
Another test subject.
Think you can get away?
New punch.
Let's play.
Let's roll! Adept back.
Here we go.
Attaboy!
Billowing surge!
We'll meet again. Where do you think you're going?
Be still.
Time for takeoff.
Well, new punching bag. Mind the damage.
Allow me!
Let's roll! Who wants some of this?
Brace yourself.
Rest and rebuild!
Kamisato. Suiyu.
Think you can get away? Let's play.
Attaboy!
We'll meet again.
Such is life.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly an open.
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! We know that whatever the Academia lost is... Osfun told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and... Well, given all the people that come through here every day...
Welcome.
Hi there. We would like to ask you...
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia, let alone graduate. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free you see over there? Those are students from the academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better.
Those students...
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on, especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection. I've even heard that
They're called Ain el Akhmar. Today... Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos, they're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for. I've heard that Ain el Akhmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Suppose it...
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever...
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly...
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a...
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? So, what's our plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost... Oh, all right. Paimon never... This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh, what?
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing...
Yeah, with boss's fervent devotion.
Huh. All these guys talk about is King...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering...
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it? Huh?
Oh! Sorry! He must have grabbed the wrong amount! Hey, what do you think you're doing? Oh, Paimon can't stand this.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention King Deshret just now. We're actually interested...
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by...
So, you...
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, yes! That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. King Deshret, mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of... If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret. I don't have anything to say to you Academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged Academia.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase.
Hey! Shut it, Al-Haytham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our bit?
I told you the other...
Ha! The boss...
Yes, and in no uncertain term.
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough...
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons use... If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any... I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then... Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss... Consider this.
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food.
Mr. Iman, there appears someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, plus he seems to know a lot. He went that way! After him!
So then, what happened?
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they... All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still... Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real...
Who exactly are you two? A student? Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really...
He doesn't even have a vision.
Maybe not, but he can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way... Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your...
All right, I accept. Got it. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier.
So, since you were happy to give us...
You were willing to part with 500,000... Okay. Well, if you Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal...
You know almost everything there is to know, but this is what you've been looking for.
Huh?
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates...
That's amazing!
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the... But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deemed, well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that, with our current arrangement, I don't believe you're still resolved.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must. I need you to find someone named Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods and she's guarded against people from the Academia. I think she blacklisted me. I met with. Become one of Dory's customers and
Why do you want us to meet with?
Until you complete this task? You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality.
What? We only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time.
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh, that's a surprise. Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with elemental.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the Mora for don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been...
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to... Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Paimon doesn't think it was that on the paper.
What a unique palette. We have unripe horror fruits, but we...
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Roanoke, these two want to buy unripe horror...
Got it. You too. Please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
Ah, the warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your products, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Hold on. That's not right. Taken by mice.
I'm sorry, but
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the paper that Al-Haytham gave us.
Before I retrieve your product, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better, you look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
No, that's not it. The paper said that heat stroke is the answer. He's cautious of us. Let's take a...
Before I retrieve... please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad luck.
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot, it's the Matra! Run!
What? The matcha? Where? Al-Haytham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant. He ran that way. Look, he's over there! Hey! If you're hiding from the Rishbalan tiger, come this way! Another password! Huh? Oh, that...
over here. You can stop running now.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Thank you.
Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier.
Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant...
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but...
I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter how much more they might have. Not only will they get caught by the... So that's why it's your first time here. But don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes, of course.
Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her with all this.
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilitero.
Yeesh, who would want to be in it?
Or how about the architectural styles? And with this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation.
Ooh, now the
2 million Mora. Whoa! Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge.
All right, let's try the method that Alhaitham mentioned. Please.
My, oh my. You are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite... Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more...
Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million! But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 Mora. Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on. We still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's Mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Ahem. You've got a deal,
Excellent. Then please, select from this fine...
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we...
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million more.
Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these. Huh? Why? Hey, we're getting a capsule worth a mil... Well, anyway, the Mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Dory, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure...
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham. Hopefully now he'll...
You two made it.
Whoa, there's so many people from the academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wikela Funduk is under the academia's control, so naturally the academia...
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the mod...
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge cap?
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to...
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that...
In that case, a short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think...
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an several brigades have been vying for ownership of it. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. I agreed to forego ownership of the Divine Knowledge Capsule in exchange for However, there are those...
They adamantly believe that the Divine Knowledge Capsule contains King Deshret's power, and that he will return to this...
So you kept hounding them because...
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into... The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's note, unless I know whose hands the Divine Knowledge Capsule ends up, Dory is the most reliable source of information. But that avenue...
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory.
Yes, you can say that. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's wearer. If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay, then we'll...
Al-Haytham, before you go, we actually...
You two want to... Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a... All right, this place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat class.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities.
Wow! Al-Haytham! You must be... Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academy.
When you are unable to understand a research that can be attributed to...
Let's roll! Oh, coming through!
Here we go.
Bam!
All right. I'll link your... The next step is to hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish...
Hey, how are you feeling? You mean that it worked?
All right. Time for round 2.
Can't catch me.
Time for takeoff. Let's play.
Now, I'll start recording...
Oh, hey, Thumb. How's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability.
Wait, how much? Dory's such a jerk! She totally...
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial... At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment. I'm heading back to Ikela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dory.
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the divine...
Over here! Welcome back, my loyal patron. You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way.
Can you really get us any...
Aha! So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite? Then please, oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind. Oh! I knew customers with pockets is... But you know, after all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site.
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious.
Because to me, anything of value is what I can... As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, it's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The divine knowledge...
Ein El Ahmar.
Ah, so the group has done everything in their power to obtain the divine knowledge. That divine knowledge capsule is unlike any other... The capsule is clearly visible in the picture.
Thanks for the info.
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yet...
Well, we figured out where the divine knowledge capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ein El Ahmar. head back and talk to Al-Haytham. Al-Haytham! We got the info you wanted!
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ain al-Ahmar. In which case, if we play our cards right...
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain al. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the... See you then.
Al-Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head...
Yep.
Al-Haytham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back. This is turning into quite an occasion.
Back up? Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck, you...
Attaboy!
Be still. Adept's back.
Brace yourself. Think you can get away?
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss? Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired. Arrest him! Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
World, forget me.
You won this one.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy said.
It looks like he used the divine knowledge capsule.
You mean the divine knowledge capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. This divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the academia got the divine... Still, Paimon didn't expect the divine knowledge capsule would be so
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormo.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the divine knowledge capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something.
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom,
Everything about Lesser Lord...
I'm heading back to the Academia.
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zeros Festival. Maybe we should head back, too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Alhaitham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?